aboard, everybody. All aboard. Welcome for another Tokyo Joe ride. Good to have you. As you know, I'm your fair-weathered friend, and it is a beautiful, beautiful Tokyo morning. It is Sunday and Cinco de Mayo. Ay, 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 canta no llores, porque cantando se alegran cielito lindo los corazones. I can't believe I remember that from my high school Spanish class. Señor Rupa was our Spanish teacher. Catholic boy. The good part is questionable, of course. Señor Rupa, he was fun. He was a bit of a pushover, and he was one of those, he was a nervous teacher. And I remember he always had enormous sweat stains on his dress shirts. Massive wet spots under his arms. And you know, when you have that, I don't know if it's a problem, but when you're nervous and you sweat a lot, you should wear white shirts. But he always wore these, you know, blue or other colored shirts that show the wetty parts. So he had these massive sweaty pits. But a good guy. I remember, I've probably talked about this before on my on the channel here. Hey guys, welcome. Welcome. This one friend of ours, Darren, we got to choose our own names in Spanish class. So in this particular school, we each had 2 years of a foreign language. We had, the options were French, Spanish, and German. I went with Spanish. And this other kid, Darren, and everybody was able to choose their own name. So I went with Pedro because Peter is Pedro in Spanish. And Darren, who is Lebanese, he chose, what was it? Oh shoot, what was I was just thinking of the word for it. Oh, Zebra. So he was Zebra. So for the longest time, you know, first couple weeks of class, you know, Señor Rupa, yes, Zebra, you know, what's the question or the answer, whatever. And all the kids would laugh because we were all in on the joke, except for Señor Rupa. And Zebra means male. It's a slang for the male anatomy. I think it's slang. I don't know if it's the biological term, but yeah. So we'd all laugh, and then finally he's like, "What's so funny here? What does zebra mean?" And then Darren spilled the beans, and we all had a laugh. Even Señor Rupa had a good laugh, and then we had to change his name to Pepe or something like that. So anyhow, all right, let's give you guys a street view. How are we looking? We're all looking good. I'm sounding good. How does that look down there? Just a tiny bit more. There we go. Good. Looking good. All right. Here we go. Not sure where we're going to go yet. Just out for a joyride, enjoying my favorite season. You all know that. Forget about trying to time the cherry blossoms. Just aim for the 1st of May, and you will have great weather the majority of the time. So it is Kodomo no Hi. It's Cinco de Mayo, of course, in Mexico. I don't know, do they celebrate Cinco de Mayo in other parts of Latin America? But the holiday celebrated here in Japan today is Kodomo no Hi. Kodomo no Hi, which is Children's Day, to celebrate children's happiness and their personalities. And if you're in Japan, you may see the koi no bori, which is the carp. You see the colorful carp flying in the air. And I'm going to check our... Trying to check the brightness on the screen here, but yeah. I'll pull over in a bit in the shade where I can see what everybody's saying, but it's kind of hard to tell right now. So Kodomo no Hi, you see the koi no bori flying, and that has a significance. Usually the top carp represents the father, magoi, and the second one I think is red. That's the mother, higoi, and then they go down. Depending on how many kids you have, you add extra carp to your stream and you fly it proudly. The bottom carp is to represent the youngest, and usually, traditionally it was the son, the first son or whatever. It's kind of sexist. I think they've adjusted that accordingly. Yeah, it's the final end of Golden Week. It's kind of the anchor of Golden Week. And it's a nice celebration. Tomorrow is actually another holiday, because whenever a holiday lands on a weekend, a Saturday or a Sunday, they make the following Monday a national holiday. So it's a bit of a rip-off if you're celebrating a national holiday on a weekend where you already have the day off. So they're kind that way. They give us an extra holiday. So, alright, I'm going to try to check this. Hello again. I'm going to try to see if I can adjust the... Having a hard time finding the screen brightness adjustment. Oh, Carrie says the dead cat slipped off. Is it too noisy with the wind? If it is, I will put the dead cat on. I didn't put it on. It's on a different helmet. Can you confirm, Carrie? Peter to Carrie. Come in, Carrie. Maybe I'll pull over here and put on the dead cat. Actually, maybe we'll go through the... pull over here for a second and stop for a second. It's pretty windy. Yeah, okay. Thank you for that. I will quiet things down for you good folks. I just happen to have a dead cat here in my bag. That's odd. Maybe it just wasn't up high enough. I've done this before and it wasn't so windy, but give me a moment to be right with you guys. Really warm here today. Like Senor Rupa would be hating life. I'm actually getting a bit sweaty myself. Just a moment. I'm gonna stick you good people into the body of the dead cat. Oh, that was pretty smooth. Okay. Here's the dead cat, guys. That's what it looks like. And then this magnet attaches right there. So I'm going to put it up here in the shield, out of the way of my view of pedestrians and oncoming cars. That should be fine. All right. Dead cat, activate. And while we're stopped, I'm going to see if I can get this. So give me 1 second. You may disappear for a second. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's get back on the road here, guys. Back on the road. Turn you back around here. I'm kind of feeling the need for a cup of cold chai. So we might just make our way over to Richard's place. All right, things should be a little less windy now. Had a good time last night. Met up with my friends Greg and Julian, and had a really great quiche over in Gaienmai, right near Gaienmai station. Is a little French bistro, I guess, called Citron. And they have, everything's handmade there. Great quiche. I had the quiche Lorraine, whatever. Really good food. Not cheap, but really high quality. And then we washed that down with the stiffest martini I've ever had in my life. Across the street at the Aoyama Hotel. I think it's called the Aoyama Grand Hotel. Slick hotel. If you're looking for a higher budget hotel in Tokyo, highly recommend. I haven't seen the rooms, but it's a nice place. Very good location. And great restaurants inside it. So, and cool bar. They're playing some kind of loungy jazz music. It's spacious. It's elegant. And after we had a martini, Julian had to take off because he had a track day today out at the scuba circuit. So Greg and I went up to the roof deck. Awesome roof deck. One of the best I've been to here in Tokyo. So, Aoyama Grand Hotel, it's called, what is the name of the roof deck? You can't miss it, it's on the 20th floor. There's only one roof. Really nice kind of palm tree and, Mediterranean climate or Middle Eastern climate type shokubutsu. Plants and things. Like aloe and some palms and various types of palm trees and things. Really cool, really nicely done. Wood deck, quite spacious. Awesome view of Tokyo from the Gaienmai area, looking out towards Tokyo Tower, and so the night view is spectacular. When it's cool out, they've got the screen is completely almost black, so I don't see until we can get to some shade. But it was kind of a happening spot. There was a lot of young people there. And they have a seating charge, 1,000 yen seating charge, but it was worth it. At least for Greg, it was worth it. He didn't pay, I paid. I know he's probably watching this. I'm just teasing him. But a really good night. Really good night. So check out Mai. Even if you're not going to stay there, just go there and have food. I've eaten at the soba restaurant and also the Japanese, like a washoku. There's a copper right here. Soba with tempura, really good eats. What else did we have there? They've got a sushi restaurant. They're all just top-notch restaurants. Not overly priced, but not cheap. If you're on a budget, it's not the place to go. But really, really, really good stuff. Good stuff. And today, another action-packed day ahead. Selling one of my son's bicycle, which has been sitting in the garage for 3 or 4 years since he's outgrown it. And I'm finally getting around to selling it. So I put it on Craigslist. And Craigslist is a fantastic place to sell stuff, relatively hassle-free. But what I've noticed is an overwhelming number of people that shop on Craigslist are super flakes. And, why bother contacting someone to see if something's for sale unless you're really serious about doing it? I've sold so many things on Craigslist, and, from bicycles and furniture and, camera equipment, all kinds of things. But you get people that will inquire, hey, you still have this for sale? And immediately they'll be like, it's a red flag when the first line of their mail is, will you accept XXX amount of money? Can I have a discount? Well, dude, I'm selling it for cheap already. No, you can't have a freaking discount. You're buying something used, rock bottom prices, really great shape. You're getting a hell of a deal, and you still want a discount. Well, those dudes are the ones that just, even if you say, yeah, okay, I can go to this price or whatever, and then they ghost you. You never hear from them again. This happens over and over and over. So I just I put things on there, and I don't expect to get, an immediate sell. But actually, you know what we're gonna do, kids? We're gonna do a little bit of a field trip here. We're gonna go around to the right and through Akihabara and see all the people. There should be a lot of people there today. But if I'm gonna contact somebody about their product, use something on Craigslist or whatever, I will at least say, sorry guy, I found something else, or I changed my mind. At least get back to them. To just ghost them, it's just rude. And sorry, I'm on a bit of a soapbox this morning, but I think the whole internet, having that in a global scene where everybody's using it, it has allowed people to become insensitive to human emotions, and that comes down to like the trolls leaving comments on YouTube videos and just lashing out and just being nasty. So people are just completely insensitive and numb to, if you don't see the person, then anything goes sort of thing. It's like, come on, man. I mean, I can be an insensitive guy for sure. I'm not perfect by any means, but in that context, I've never like left a nasty, insensitive comment, and nobody that I hang out with would. I don't hang out with D-bags. And I just don't understand the people that are doing that. Sorry, we've kind of segued from Craigslist to YouTube. But it's kind of the same thing, you know. You can not contact someone or be a flake because you have no accountability. All right, that was my rant, and I am done. So anyhow, guy's coming today, supposedly, at 3 o'clock. Jim, I'll be waiting for you, and I'll be hunting you down if you don't turn up. I've had that happen too. See you there at 2 o'clock, and the dude doesn't even show up. God, man. All right, here we are, Akihabara. Woohoo! Yeah. Akihabara. I'll give you a little higher view here. This camera is fixed to the bike, so it's not helmet mounted, so I can't look around and show you all around us, but we will. Oop. People always smile and laugh when they're going through the crosswalk when it starts flashing red. Just always smiling and laughing. All right, we're going down the main street of Akihabara, and it's busy. All right, we are in some shade, and I'm going to have a quick look and see how we're doing in the chats. By the way, what do you think of my shirt? Isn't that cute? My wife got this in South Korea. So cute. I'll turn around. You can see the back? Pretty cute, huh? If you're just joining in, we are stopped in Akihabara, and we're just going to do a quick check of the chats here. Now we're in the shade. The screen will cool off a bit. If I can see. I'm going to do a real Oji-san thing here. Hang on. So these sunglasses are not prescription, so I'm gonna have to use these things. Well, hey there, folks. Let's see here, cute shirt. Yeah. All right, Carrie's in the house. Iken's in the house. Hello. Wait a minute. It's hard. I'm kind of having a hard time seeing because the tree, this is weird, I know it sounds stupid, but the tree's leaves are making things hard to see. All right. Yeah, Tokyo's I want to knock on wood, but there's no wood. I can knock on my metal tank. it's a relatively safe place to ride. But we do have accidents, so we're always vigilant when we're on two wheels and four wheels. Here's a Ferrari. Ferrari. Let's go get up. Supercar spotted. Let me get us straightened out here. Supercar on the horizon. All right, we're gonna get back on the road. This light should be changing shortly. And I think we will continue our, oops, that was not smart. We were in gear. I love doing that through tunnels. This bike sounds so awesome. So there's a the motorcycle gangs they have here, the young gangs. They're nothing like Hell's Angels or anything, but they're called the Bōsōzoku. And you see them around town occasionally, and they're on these wild looking. Usually, like, they're under 400cc, 250cc, oftentimes two-stroke bikes with these incredible fairings and sissy bars and high back seats for the passenger, and just really over-the-top, hilarious, animated type bikes. But they terrorize the expressways, especially at nighttime. They go out at night, and you see these signs on the expressway, on the walls of the expressway, like with shizukani. So be quiet. You know, people are sleeping here. And but when they're riding, they really rev up the bikes. And I saw a video recently, and they're not doing it just to be a-holes. They're actually, it's a call. So they practice revving the bike with a rhythm, like music. I'll see if I can do it when we're riding here. I'll show you kind of example of kind of what it's like. But they're like a I didn't do it justice, but this bike is hard to do it. But that's kind of what it sounds like. And they're working the clutch, and they're working the throttle in a rhythmic pattern. And it was quite impressive. So I'm like, oh, that's why they're doing that. And it's almost like they're rapping. It's like they're rapping, but they're doing it with their throttle on their bike. And they have a competition each year. And I'm hoping to go to it and make a video. So I thought it was really, really a fascinating look into one of the subcultures here. They're still really obnoxious. Don't get me wrong. These guys, they're out. They're not looking for trouble, but they're out being rebels. So I invite you to check that out. We came a little bit of a different way, so I think we have to go right up here a little bit. That's what I'm talking about. Getting lots of hairy eyeballs looking at me. This is not the right bike for that. Let's try it again. Sounds like I'm just learning to ride. Alright, I guess we're going to Richards. It's kind of the vortex has sucked us in. Grab a quick chai and then head back home. We're actually going out to dinner with my friend Vanessa, who's here with her son from Belgium. It's her birthday, so we're going out for kushiage. All right, we're just crossing the Sumida River, the Sumidagawa. Ah, it's a nice cool breeze off the river right here. The yakatabunes are floating through. We're just about to Ryogoku, which is where my friend's chai shop is. I don't even know if they're open. I'm assuming they are. Usually on holidays he's open. But we'll rock by there. And as always, I thank you for joining me on this ride. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. We'll be doing more live streams and of course always my edited videos. And be sure to click the get all notifications so that when we do start a live stream, I generally do not schedule them in advance. They are surprise sort of things. I like to give surprises. I like to get surprises too. So if you have the notifications, you will get a pop-up and know that we're doing a live stream. Let's see, sneak around the corner. Yay, my chai's open. That's good. Right here on our right is the Tokyo Edo Museum. To give you an idea of location, Tokyo Edo Museum is currently closed. They are renovating it, and it has been it'll be closed for a total of 2 years, I believe. Do a little U-turn here. And we're here. We have arrived, kids. We're going to park it right here and go in and have a nice chai. Oops. Thank you for joining, guys. Always a pleasure. I will be seeing you again before long as we continue the celebratory month of May here in Tokyo. When the weather's good, we'll be doing some live streams. Of course, I'll continue when it's not blistering hot and gross throughout the summer. But yeah, things are coming along, and I will just be in touch with you again. Appreciate your patronage. Thank you, guys. Carrie, JB, Ramses, everybody. Jody, thanks for joining and helping out as always. And I'll catch you guys again very, very soon. Ciao for now. I hope Richard's here. There's Ayako. Yeah. Bye, guys.